Welcome back to Wigs with Scarlett. Today I'm doing the wig review for this new style from Gabor, Alluring Locks in the color Shaded Cappuccino. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for all the wig related content coming up. And I am working in collaboration on this one with Pinky Promise Boutique. Please make sure to check out their details in the description and shop on their site-wide 7 days a week with code SARAH30 for 30% off all of your wigs. This review of Alluring Locks in the gorgeous color Shaded Cappuccino is coming right up. All right, this is the new style from Gabor, only a few weeks old, Alluring Locks in the color Shaded Cappuccino. She is a luscious, longer style with some pretty beachy waves. Let's take a look at her from all angles. Here she is, of course, from the front, from the left, from the back, and from the right. Very cute, very sassy. Definitely could be both a day and night style or go from day to night. With these longer styles, you can always put them up during the day and then take them out for some va-va-voom hair at night. So they're super versatile when we go with longer styles. One of the things that I always say about synthetic wigs that are longer, well, I say two things. One is that unlike my human hair wigs, they keep their curl, which is so amazing. But also unlike my human hair wigs, they do tangle quite a bit more, but there's a lot of things you can do to have longevity in your longer pieces, specifically when they are heat friendly like this one. You always want to make sure to add heat to the ends to keep them lasting their longest. All right, so I'm going to talk to you all about the cap, all about this color, and all about this style. And let's start out with Alluring Locks' dimensions. So the dimensions on Alluring Locks start with a 10-inch piece here. You can see that there is a shorter, kind of a side swiping bang here. And you'll also notice that with this shorter piece, it holds more curl than some of the other areas of the wig. So you have these shorter pieces with a little bit more curl than when you go down farther in the wig. The other thing is, it is a style that is flatter on top and then kind of goes into the waves. All right, so our crown is 12. And our sides are 12.5. I'm sorry, the sides are 12.25. And the back is 12.5 with an 11-inch nape. I would say this is a medium density style, and the weight comes in at 5.15 ounces. So one thing that Gabor does a little bit differently than a lot of other wig companies that I've seen is when they have a monotop, it's not exactly a monotop. So I want to go over that with you guys. What it is with this wig and a lot of Gabor wigs that let you part the wig anywhere you want is that instead of a monotop, they have a fully hand-tied top with a lace front. So I'm going to explain a little bit about that. So the lace front is here. And then going back to about here, you have your hand-tied top. Now what that does, I'm gonna try to get up close and see if you can see it. What that does is the knots are a little bit more visible at the hand-tied portion here than they are at the, they're a little bigger than they are on the lace portion. And I'm gonna show that to you when I take the cap off too, because I'm not so sure it shows that well. With that on my head. So we'll talk about it also when I take off the cap, and I'll show it to you on my arm. But the knots, even though they're bigger on the monotop, it's nothing that a little powder and scar tape can't conceal. I don't think any different really than the smaller knots that are on a traditional monotop, but I did want to point that out. So this one is in Shaded Cappuccino, and Shaded Cappuccino is not Shaded Ice Cappuccino. They're two different colors. Shaded Cappuccino obviously has that darker brown root, and it has a light brown base with cool, I would say ashier, cool blonde highlights. And so I would say it is a piece that's on the neutral to cooler side. It's a very pretty blonde color, and I do like a good blonde, although I primarily wear my vibrant reds. If I'm gonna go into the brunette blonde, I really usually prefer a blonde. And so this one is a very, very pretty and dimensional color, and we'll look at it in additional lighting as I always do. But first, let's get into that cap, because this is a more unusual cap construction than I've seen on the majority of mono tops. So again, it's not really a mono top. It is a fully hand-tied top. So this is your hand-tied top, and this is your extended lace front that goes all the way to the ear tabs, okay? These are, of course, your felt, nice and comfy felt ear tabs, your extended nape with Velcro adjusters, and your full wefted back. So I want to try to show you now that it's off my head what I'm talking about with the knotting. So let's see if we can get up close here. So you'll see that the knots are a bit larger at the hand-tied portion than they are at the lace. But it's not anything that, again, can't be fixed with scar tape and powder. I have tutorials on how to conceal knots with scar tape and powder that you can check out. I would say it's an average fit, this cap. I can wear it without a lot of cinching, but I would probably cinch it in just a little bit. I am a size small with a 21.5 circumference. And I would say that it fits very traditionally average. I think it can fit a small size as well. I think you can do a smaller size because I am small. And the ear tabs on this one are pretty good. A lot of my wigs, actually really good. So almost all my wigs go over my ears, and this one actually doesn't, which I'm loving. I am 11.75 ear to ear, which is not that small, but for some reason, I don't know if my head is shaped funky or something, but usually the cloth behind the ear tabs falls over my ears almost. So here's the ear tab. That cloth behind it almost always falls over my ears, and on this one, it's not. So that is phenomenal. I hope they make more with exactly the measurements of this cap, because this cap fits me actually amazingly well. All right, let's look at this in additional color lighting to get the color better. We're gonna go, of course, in front of my slider where I really have the best color. You definitely can see those ashier light highlights. And then they take them up to, of course, the hairline, which is beautiful, melting right into the skin. And they take those lighter colors up to conceal the knots. It is gorgeous. Very pretty, fun style. Okay, it is not a super sunny day, unfortunately, but regardless of whether there's a lot of sun or not, outdoor lighting is always going to give you a different view of the color, even if it's not in direct sun. I just don't always have direct sun. It's very dimensional. You see that lighter brown base with the beautiful highlights. It is really a stunning blonde, the darker root. It's a very, very pretty blonde. Very pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what you can do with these longer styles as far as styling them, because you can do more with these than you can with others. So, in other words, with shorter styles. So I like that it has shorter pieces here, because I generally like to take a few tendrils down like so, right? And then you could do half up, you could also take her all the way back and put her in a low pony. Cute, cute. Lots of different things you can do, and you could also do a messy claw clip bun type look. So you could take a claw clip and just kind of messy bun it, or messy claw clip it up like this. But there's so many things that you can do with these longer styles, and I always talk about how you can, wear it in an updo during the day and take it out for some glamour at night. Again, I want to point out to check out all the details on Pinky Promise Boutique. Let's support our small businesses. It's all in the details of this review. Shop with my code Scarlett30 7 days a week for 30% off. And please, again, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time.